Howdy y'all, in this video today I'm going to talk to you about the differences between COVID-19 and the flu, in which at the very end of the video I'm going to tell you why we really need to worry about COVID-19. Guys, let's talk about flu. So I've seen a lot of posts on YouTube, social media, Facebook about people exclaiming the flu's been around for a long time, more and more people are sick from it, and more people are dying about it. Why are we freaking out about COVID-19? Guys, come on, seriously. Are we really having this conversation right now? Do you really not understand the severity of what's going on? Well, let me explain it to you. Here's how they're both the same. Both COVID-19 and the flu are both viruses. And so they're typically very small organisms we cannot see, and they both infect via the respiratory tract. Now, because they're viruses, typically antibiotics will not work against them. Antibiotics are used against bacterial infections like pneumonias or an abscess, but not for viruses. We typically don't have any treatment for viruses, though we do have ways to prevent that, including vaccination. There are actually 5 ways in which COVID-19 is different from the flu. Number 1 is, how do we get this? So both COVID-19 and the flu are typically gotten through respiratory droplets. And what that means, if I sneeze and all my sneeze is everywhere, if I happen to be nearby and I inhaled that sneeze, I will get either COVID-19 or the flu. Or let's say I forget to dap and I just cough everywhere, that cough can also go into my lungs to cause the COVID-19 and the flu virus. But what's different about COVID-19 is that we're seeing a spread in the fecal oral route. I know that sounds very weird, it's very technical, but in essence, it's spread in poo, guys. We're seeing COVID-19 being spread in poo, but in addition to that, we are seeing surfaces that have COVID-19 on there. Number 2 are the symptoms. Now, it is very hard to differentiate the flu from COVID-19. Both of them will have fever, both of them will have respiratory symptoms, cough, sneezing, both may have aches and pains. But what we're seeing more in COVID-19 patients, which may be different in flu patients, is that they may have shortness of breath. And that can be a very poor sign that something else is going on. Now, you can't have shortness of breath certainly in flu, but we're seeing that shortness of breath is one of the criteria that we use to help diagnose clinically somebody with COVID-19. Number 3 is the duration of the symptoms. How long do you have the virus until you become symptomatic? So for those of you guys who've had the flu, like me, it sucks. It is terrible. Oh my gosh, I hated it. I had joint pain, I had muscle pain, I had headaches, I had fevers. I was such a baby. I stayed at home, I whined, I cried, I sat in bed, I drove my wife and kids crazy. It sucked. But I got the symptoms immediately. With COVID-19, you don't get the symptoms immediately. In fact, it may be even up to a week before you feel anything. And during that time, when you're not symptomatic, you are spreading the virus like wildfire. More and more people are getting it, and you are actually becoming a vector of spread, and you may not even realize it. And even when you get symptoms, they're typically mild. A little bit of fever, a little bit of cough, but even with that, you may not do anything about that. You still may go to Costco, you still may go to Starbucks or McDonald's, going about your day, and you're spreading the virus. And so the symptom duration and the symptom severity are different. Number 4 is a term I'm going to called R0. It's also called R0. And what this basically is, this is how infective is a particular disease. So if I have the disease, what is the chance of other people getting the disease? So with the flu, it's an R1. What that means is, if I have the flu, there is a chance I can spread it to one other person. For the coronavirus, we're seeing a number as high as R3. If I have COVID-19, I can spread it to 3 other people. And then those people each will spread it to 3 more people, and such on, and such on, and so on, until it gets spread throughout the whole entire area. So we're seeing that this is a more contagious virus. Lastly is the death rate. And this is the thing that people are really stressing about the flu, how it's killed more people than the COVID-19. Well, that is technically true. Let me throw out some stats here. Currently in the United States, 36 million people got diagnosed with the flu. Out of those, 370,000 people were hospitalized, and 22,000 people unfortunately passed away from the flu. These are very staggering numbers. Let's look at COVID-19. As of now, worldwide, about 220,000 people have been infected with COVID-19, and about 9,300 have died from COVID-19. So when you compare about 9,000 to about 22,000, obviously there's no debate. It looks like the flu is causing more and more death. But let's look at those in detail, the percentage of people who are dying. So the death rate from the flu typically is 0.1%. The death rate from COVID-19 can be as high as 14% in the elderly population, 70 and above. That is an astronomical number. It is very rare for us to see death rate at such a high level, especially as you're getting older. For those ages 70 to 79, it's about 8%. Those ages 60 to 69 is about 3.6%. And for 50 and lower, it's less than 1%. But you see this huge rise in people passing away from COVID-19 when they're older, especially if you're 60 and above. This is why we're stressing the need for social distancing. Be away so that you don't become a vector of spread of this virus to people who may not be able to fight it adequately. Guys, we know the flu virus. It's been around forever. It's the enemy that we know. We know roughly how many people are going to be hospitalized. We know roughly how many people are going to die. And also we know exactly when the flu season starts and more importantly, when it ends. It is the enemy that we know. We have no idea about COVID-19. We don't know exactly when the virus is going to stop spreading. We don't know if it's going to last a couple of months or maybe the entire year. We don't know exactly how many people are going to get it. So we have no way to prepare for COVID-19. And lastly, we have a vaccine against the flu virus. It works. And we know this. We have no current vaccine for COVID-19, though things are being developed. But we have a treatment for an enemy that we know. We don't have a treatment for an enemy that we don't know. Guys, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you want more videos on the COVID-19, click here. But don't forget to smash that like button, share this video, comment down below, let me know what you guys think. My question of the day, what questions do you have about the differences between COVID-19 and the flu? Comment down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But thank you for watching this video. Guys, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay safe.